21st century.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Artsy unboxing. The reason I say it's the Artsy unboxing is that we have two aircraft today that were designed by different artists here. We have the Continental 777-200 Peter Max by Dragon, and then the Alexander Calder designed 727 for Braniff by Gemini Jets. So these are two models that I got in from a Waffle Collectibles collection sale, and two models that I really wanted to get. I think they're two really cool aircraft. So excited to get into these. Of course, you might have seen the Continental Airlines aircraft in my video titled FedEx Fail, because that's what all this is from. We'll get into that starting right now. So we'll start with the Continental here. And as you can see, the box is a really cool box, but the box is water damaged because FedEx thought it would be a good idea to put this out in the snow. And of course, snow got in and it got everything wet. So that's why the box is all messed up like this. But we have, on the box, we have the Continental Airlines titles up here. I'm assuming that says Continental Airlines or something of the like. This aircraft is only sold in, or it was an exclusive to the, I think it says somewhere, I can't find it. Might be inside the box. Oh, here we go. On the flap, here it says authorized by Continental Airlines, and it's an exclusive. It's an exclusive for Airshop Taiwan. I didn't get into any debates about China, whether it's Chinese Taipei or Taiwan either. And then here we have, it's about to fall over. See, this is what happens. The box is water damaged and now it can't stand up. But here we have the aircraft on the back. A really cool box here, all in the colors that the actual aircraft is in, of course. And I guess it was to celebrate the year 2000. I'm not quite sure about all of that, what all that means, but here you can see this is the logo on the aircraft. So I guess the Continental thought it would be a good idea to make a special livery for a special year, and I think they did a good choice on the livery. So we'll get the plastic out here. We have our little instruction thing. We also, Waffle Collectibles is doing this now. We have the little Waffle card thing here, so there's that. We have the stand in this little plastic bag, which we will get out, so this is a special stand, you can see. And it doesn't open. There we go. Not the cleanest opening ever, but here is the stand. You can put it together here. I'm not a very big fan of the Dragon Wing stands because they're not compatible with other manufacturers, but that's pretty much it right there. So we have, just like the aircraft, it is like painted in cool colors. So I might put this aircraft, I might just display it on the stand because the stand is unique. But I also can't get it to the stand to sit right, which could be an issue unless it's supposed to go like this, which that wouldn't make, and that is how it sits. I don't know why I was putting it the other way. That's how the stand goes. There you go. I guess I can put it the other way if I want the aircraft to keep the center. We'll get this guy out of the packaging here. Of course, if you saw the other FedEx fail video, you would know that the nose gear fell off, but that is now repaired and good for this unboxing review. And we'll throw that all off to the side and check out this livery. So we'll get it started up here. We have the cockpit windows, the NYC 2000 sticker thing right there. We have the L1 door here, and then there's the nose gear that culprit that fell off. Have Continental titles up here. It's really unique to see them on all these different colors, but I mean, you can still clearly see that it says Continental. It's not like bad contrast or anything, really. We have we have Peter Max's signature down there, and so yeah, I mean, you be the judge of it. Some people hated it. I really like it. I think this is a really cool design for an aircraft. Love it when airlines just call on the different artists to make liveries, especially abstract artists, as we see in this video. Yeah, we have, I find it kind of interesting that most of the colors revolve around, like, the center of the fuselage here. Like, all these guys up here, and then there's just nothing right there. And it's also visible on the other side, too, so I don't really get that. Maybe Continental Airlines wanted to be cheap with paint or something. But I guess it probably also wouldn't have been them. It would have been Peter Max who painted. I don't know. I don't get it. We have NYC 2000, a little thing down there. We also have the registration, number 777 or 77014. And then the American flag, a little Peter Max logo down there, and then the Continental Airlines, now United, Continental Globe livery tail right there. And then on the back we have details for the APU, not ATU. The wings and all the vertical, horizontal sailors, all of those are plastic, and the landing gear. So it is a little bit cheaper quality, but I don't really care because this aircraft is absolutely gorgeous. One thing that I did kind of notice here is that this side is mostly warm colors, with like the yellows and reds and all that, and the pink. And this side, it's mostly dominated by cool colors, mainly just being the massive blotch of blue up there. I guess there's still yellow and red and down there, but it's mostly blue up here. But yeah, this side also looks really cool, but once again, it has like the stripe going down the middle of the fuselage, like they didn't want to paint over the windows or something. Yeah, the Continental Airlines titles up here. We have the Peter Max signature again, this time in red down there. Also the NYC 2000, and also the same thing back there. I didn't really get what that's for. If you all can tell me what that is, I would greatly appreciate it, because I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, of course we can see similar, well, not really similar paint scheme, but, you know, I guess similar colors, just similar design, I suppose. But yeah, really cool. I kind of like what's going on back here with the red kind of bleeding into the yellow, or vice versa, whatever you want to interpret. Yeah, I really like abstract art like this. It may look easy, but it's not. I wish I were this good at abstract art. There's the top of the aircraft, as mentioned before, mostly blue. And the bottom is, we have a little number there. I'm not really sure what that is. It might be like the item number, or maybe this is like the unit number. I doubt they would have made over 1,500 units for an exclusive model, but maybe it was popular. We also see some glue residue down there because I had to glue it and had to leave a little bit of residue behind to make sure it sticked. But that's not a big deal. It's facing towards the bottom anyways, so you're not really going to be able to see it in airport updates or wherever this will be. I don't know when I'm going to use this in airport. Actually, I can use this at Guam, considering my rules on Guam about models to use are pretty lax. Like, I'd be okay with using Continental. Actually, Continental Airlines, they used to be the airline who served Guam before that was my cat. But it was Continental Micronesia, and they served Guam for years. I'm not even sure how long, but they were the airline that served Guam until United took over, and then United did their thing. But Continental had their own island hopper and all that, so that's really cool. It's not completely abstract to say that this aircraft might have flown to Guam at some point. Probably not, but maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can use it. I'm going to use it there just because I need as many planes as I can for Guam, because it is pretty repetitive. just using the 777, then 737s for United, and then maybe mixing the Philippine Airlines or Jin Air or Asia Pacific Airlines. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing every single update. So I want to try to make that a little bit more interesting. Once Air Busan returns to Guam, I'll probably get the Expo 2030 livery by NG Models, and then just use that there. But yeah, this aircraft will be used there at Guam, probably used in fictional airport updates as well. So yeah, you'll see this one, and also in the collection videos and all that, probably in some other videos. I'm not really sure when I'm going to use that one again, but definitely expect to see that in a future video. And next up here, can you believe this is Gemini Jets? Look at the box art on this one. It is the Alexander Calder 727 here for Braniff. So yeah, here's the box. I mean, this model was or this aircraft, I believe, was painted for the bicentennial of the United States, so that's why it's in these colors. And there's the Calder signature down there, and then also in the back we have a very similar design. Here's all the Gemini Jets stuff. I wonder, does it say the year? I don't know when this was released. We also have Waffle collectibles posted here, which I'm just gonna rip off. Actually, I don't really need it there. Almost knocked my world plane off the table. Yeah, it doesn't say the year on it. That's a little bit interesting. This is an unconventional Gemini Jets box because it opens like this, not like, I suppose it's just a Gemini Jets box, just rotated. So this is what the standard box would open, but this one, they want to be quirky, so might as well let them. You can go ahead and read this if you'd like. Yeah, I'm not going to read that much, but this is, as you can see, the title of it, I guess, is Flying Colors 76, so pretty cool there. But the box, as cool as the box is, the model's even cooler. So here's the Waffle collectibles thing, but you already saw that, so I'm just going to get that out of here. Look at the plastic. Surprisingly, the plastic's not super yellowed, as this is quite a retro model. Yeah, the plastic has not yellowed much at all, or it really hasn't yellowed at all, so it's still in pretty good condition right there. Of course, the box wasn't destroyed this time, so that's nice. I would hate for both of these boxes to be destroyed by winter weather. That would really suck. So yeah, we'll get this guy. That landing gear is not supposed to be that low, I don't think. Okay, well, the landing gear is slightly uneven. I don't really get what's up with that. I guess, I mean, it looks a little bit off, but that's not really big. That's not a really big deal. I don't intend on using this like any airports. This is merely a display model, just because this is so cool. So where did I put my pencil? Here it is. So of course we have our cockpit windows. Starting up here once again, we have the L1 boarding door. We have nose gear right there. We have Calder, Alexander Calder's signature. Of course, let you know this was made by Alexander Calder. This is actually not the first aircraft that was made for Braniff by Alexander Calder, but we'll get back to that. We have the little stripies here. Once again, very abstract, but you gotta love. So all in red, white, and blue to celebrate the United States, as we're the best, and we paint all our aircraft in big, giant red, white, and blue. Thanks, Southwest. We have our overwing exits right here, and the wings. The wings look really cool. I don't know. I didn't know that this was even possible on an aircraft, but look at that wing design. Isn't that just so cool? Where else are you going to see something like this? Thank you, Alexander Calder. But yeah, we have our emergency exits right there, and the rear exit. The engine right there. We have, of course, this is a tri-jet Boeing 727, so looking really cool. And they actually moved the registration up here. I guess normally it would probably be like on the engine here or over here somewhere, but it didn't. It's up on the vertical stabilizer. November 408, Bravo November. That's really the only allusion that this aircraft has to Braniff is the registration, because it doesn't say Braniff anywhere on this, which I think is also really cool. That Braniff just took all their branding out of it and just let Calder do his thing, which I think is pretty cool. I do have details for the backs of the engines, which is pretty nice there. It's pretty good detail by Gemini. This is I don't know what the exact year for this was, but this was an older one, as you can already tell by the mold. We have the horizontal stabilizer and all of its good details, just like the wings, looking very nice. I already don't even have to tell you that the landing gear don't roll. That side really cool. That side was really cool. This side is even cooler because it has a little bit more multicolored things. Look, this is a protest I can see here. We have the the Taiwanese flag right here. So yeah, it's or not Taiwanese. What am I saying? Thailand, not Taiwanese. This is the Thai flag. Someone probably corrected me already in the comments, but there you go. No, it is Thailand. I know my flags, guys. Trust me. We have our overwing exits again right there. And then, of course, the rear exit, just like on the other side. And then the engine, this side of the engine is a little bit cooler. This is actually, I believe this is where they got the design for the box, was this little design right here. And they basically just enlarged that onto the box. It's pretty cool. But yeah, everything in terms of like the detail on the tail pretty similar here, but of course we have the nice red line going up, and this one actually continues on to the horizontal stabilizer. It doesn't do that on the other side, but this side it does do that, and that's pretty cool. I guess here's the bottom of the aircraft. There's not too much detail in there. We have the Gemini Jets, the old Gemini Jets logo down there, and the weirdly proportioned main gears. They don't roll. Oh, well, I just said that they don't roll, but that's okay. As I said, this model is really just for display purposes because this is such a cool livery. It's crazy. Waffle Collectibles actually has this is still in stock there, so they must have gotten like 2 or 3 of them, which is really cool because this is quite a rare aircraft. You can't get this anywhere else. I don't really like purchasing from Waffle Collectibles due to the stuff that happened with Waffle in the past and their reputation, but I do get some used models there when it's important, and in this case it was. I mean, this is just a super cool aircraft, and so I thought it was applicable in this case. One thing that's really cool, actually, a little detail here. If we go in on the exits, I guess because they always have to be like visible, and they have like the lines just going through them, so they have to like alternate the colors on the exit, so it's always like visible to rescuers or whatever. So we have like the blue outline down there, and then it's white, and then it's blue again, and on this one it's red down there, and then white on the top. It's like that on all the doors. It's really cool. I don't really know how else to describe it, but it is a really cool feature, and you can see that like all the doors really stand out because of that, because they contrast the colors around them. Really cool design here. So yeah, both Calder and Peter Max, I think they did a really good job. I mean, these two aircraft are very different eras. So actually, the original Calder Braniff aircraft was I really want to get a model of it. That model is even more rare than this one. But that one is a DC-8, and it's a kind of a similar livery, but it's a yellow base. And I believe that livery was to celebrate like 20 years of Braniff serving Latin American destinations or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, or I don't remember exactly what the livery was for. I think it was for something about serving Latin America or serving South America for a certain amount of years. So yeah, Braniff, cool airline. They made a good choice of which artist to contract for this livery. Both liveries. I think Continental made it similarly a good decision. You'll probably see the Continental aircraft in some airport updates. You'll probably not see the Braniff in airport updates, just because I don't know where I'd use this, even for like retro updates or anything. It's just not really applicable to any of my airports, unless I got, MSP it would, but I need to get more aircraft from like the 70s and 80s for that to really be applicable there. But maybe in the distant future, we'll see this guy pop up again. And probably will appear in a retro review at some point. So, yeah, two great aircraft here by both Dragon Wings and Gemini Jets. They both did a really good job here with these two aircraft. So they are pretty complex liveries, and I think they represented that very well, especially for the time that these were made, because this was... when was the Peter Max one? Let's check if this one has any year on it. I didn't see a year, so... this one doesn't. I can't see anything. I don't think the Dragon Wings boxes really show that. Oh, and by the way, there is one Dragon Wings logo on the box. I just noticed it. It's right on the flap there. I think that's the only one on the entire box. Well, on the other flap there might be one, but in terms of like the exterior of the box, there is none. Which might be a legal thing. I'm not really sure. I don't know if everyone got the rights to use all these. I think Gemini might have gotten the rights to use that Calder design, but I'm not really sure. Anyways, I digress. I've been talking for too long. That is the unboxing. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.